Hello, happy September. It's not quite September, but it almost is. And I'm going to be out of town on midnight September 1st. It's actually almost the 31st of August. But all of that to say, I need to go ahead and start my game. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm so excited about it. Like, it's so nice to now have book options and multiple things that I can do this month and that I want to do, and not have to deal with like that whole spreadsheet situation where I had to read a certain number of pages every day and all that stuff. So let me get moved over here out of the way, and I'm going to be the mushroom, just like y'all were using the mushroom. I'm going to use it as well. So what do I want to roll? Maybe I just roll no, I'm going to roll on the computer. Okay, here we go. 4 spaces. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to say that maybe y'all rolled a 4 on your first one. Yes, number 4 is a 50 before 50 book. Let me get up here out of the way. All right, so I can read Jacqueline Winspear, Elegy for Eddie. I can read The Wrath by Gina Showalter. I can read Framed in Death. No, I can't. That's my new release and it's not out yet. I can read the Reese Bowen, Crowned and Dangerous, or Beyond Reach by Karen Slaughter, or The Curious Case of the Copper Corpse. Those are all of my 50 before 50 options over here. And I think that I am going to read Beyond Reach. I'm going to kick it off by reading this Karen Slaughter. This is the last book that I have in this series. So why not kick it off by finishing a series? So I'm going to put this title right up here. And there we go. Okay. I cannot believe I'm just going to start off at finishing a series. And I will come back and check in with you guys when I finish Beyond Reach. Hopefully it ends well and the series ends well, but we'll find out. But it'll be one more of my 50 before 50 that is done. Okay, so I have 1 hour and 58 minutes left of Beyond Reach, but it's too scary for me to read right now when I'm going to bed. So I'm going to go ahead and roll my dice again and see what I land on and see if there's something else I can read to not have to read this scary book right before I go to bed. I mean, I'm not reading it before I go to bed. So I need to figure out what I can read in its place. So here I am. Let me get over here out of the way. So I'm right here on number 4, and I'm just going to pull up Dice Roller. Hopefully I'll be out of the way for it to roll. I am. Great. And I got another 4. So 1. Oh, I have to flip a coin. Okay. Heads, I continue where I'm going. Tails, I go the other way. Here we go. Oh, tails, I go the other way. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am on the red path, number 3. So red number 3 is an ebook. Not really what I want, but that is okay because I have an ebook that I actually need to be reading, and it's not on this list. But if I look over here, this Curious Case of the Copper Corpse is a novella, short story novella. I'm not sure how long it is, but it's short. And I have it on ebook from Libby. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll move it over here to number 3, and I will read The Curious Case of the Copper Corpse. And then I will fall asleep. So that is what I'm reading tonight. I will check in with y'all when I finish Beyond Reach. And when I finish The Copper Corpse, I'll check in. Okay, I finished Beyond Reach. It was horrible. If you have not finished this series, I don't know what to tell you other than I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of us. I wish I could go back and unread it. That's how I feel about it. I'm so angry. I need to see other people's reactions to this book. I'm so mad. Like, I can't even explain. I am very angry. Okay. Then I read The Curious Case of the Copper Corpse, and it was adorable. 24 pages of Flavia being Flavia, and it was just the cutest thing. So it was on Kindle, and that's how I read it. So now I'm ready to move on. I'm going to open up the dice roller, and I'm moving 4 more spaces. Y'all have gotten 4 every single time. So I'm right here underneath. Here's my little mushroom. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and I get to flip a coin to see if my 4th one takes me into self-care or over to number 7. Or maybe it's on the 7. So I'm on the 7, and then next time I have to flip the coin to see if I go into self-care or if I continue on the path. I think that's what it is. All right, so 7 is a random letter for the title. Oh my goodness. All right, over here, random letter generator. This is a wheel, and we love a wheel around here. So let's spin it, see what letter. Django is very interested as well in the letter, and it's M. M. Okay, so to my list of books, I have RIBILEWAWBL WBPUCCFCRCAC. How do I not have so many C's? I have no M's. So then what I've been doing is any word in the title that starts with that letter. I forgot that I need to make The Curious Corpse a little bit since I finished reading it. So any word in the title will count for my M. So let's see. In my dreams, I hold a knife. There's an M. This one is The Posthumous Memoirs, another M. And Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder. So, and Reaper Man. So I have 4 that have an ilm in it. I really need to read In My Dreams I Hold a Knife because it is the group book for Camp Season-a-thon. Is that what we're doing? No, we're going back to school. So it's Season-a-thon class. I don't know why I can't think of what it's called, but we're at school. So it's not camp. That's during the summer. It's the Season-a-thon Academy. That's it. Okay. Anyway, and then I also need it for Aurelium. So I think I'm going to read In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I have it available on Libby, so it's ready to go already. I need to remove this one. That one is all done. I think I've taken off everything else that I have finished, and that is all I have left. So I am going to head over and start listening to this one. And it's going to go right here. Clearly, Django would like something. So I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to go handle Django, and I'll check back in with y'all in a little while. Hopefully, I have better luck than I did on Beyond Reach. I'm so mad about it still. Okay, y'all. So I went from getting ready to DNF In My Dreams I Hold a Knife to finishing it and still not loving it. But I do see why people like it so much. So I'm not like saying I will never read one of her books again. Maybe I'll give another one a shot. I think this was a debut novel. At least that's what someone said on one of the videos that I was watching. So when I was getting ready to DNF it, I just searched YouTube for this book. And Kayla at Books and Lala reviewed it. And I was like, let me say that. It was 3 years ago, maybe even no, it was 3 years ago. And I pulled it up. I watched, she loved it. And I was like, Kayla, she and I do not have the same taste a lot of times in books. So I don't know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting for her to love it as much as I disliked it. And then I found a woman who was holding the book up and she was making like a face. If I can find her video again, I'll link it down below. But she was like, I did not like this book. And I was like, same girl, same. So anyway, I decided to finish after I watched those 2 reviews, one person liking it, one person not liking it. They didn't give spoilers, but I was like, okay, let me give this another shot. Let me just finish and find out, because I thought about skipping to the end and finding out who the killer was and why, because honestly, I did not care, but I went ahead and did it. I hate bad characters. That's not true though. I do like some characters that are bad, but I need people to not have no redeeming qualities. So I'm not going to give away any spoilers. There were no good people in this book. Maybe one, but I can't even talk about who that is without giving things away. So that's it for this book. And I hope to not talk about it again until I am going to be in the chat of the live show, because it is the Season-a-thon Academy's group book. And so there will be a live show talking with the author about it, and I will be chatting in there. And hopefully other people will love it, and it won't just be me not loving it. I mean, I'm not going to tell the author, hey, your book was bad, but I'm telling y'all. Okay, it is time to roll and see where we're going now. The first thing we have to do, though, is flip a coin. So the way the coin flip works all the time is if it's heads, which it's going to roll now. If it's heads, we continue. If it's tails, we go. So we're going to the self-care lake. Yay! And so I'm going to give myself a few days to do some self-care things on our bingo board. I will get that for you in just a second and show you. And then I'm going to go ahead and roll now for the book that I'm reading while I'm working on the self-care things, if that makes sense. I get to pick, though, whichever book I want to read. So if we go over here, both of these books are actually done. I started reading Blink because I didn't want to read In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and I finished it because it was so good. So I really think that I want to read With You Forever because it's just a romance, and I like Chloe Lisa's writing. I've read one of her books, and I enjoyed it. So I think I want to go there and just read that and be not done with it, but something that I think I'm going to enjoy a lot. That seems like self-care to me. So I'm going to put that book over here on the lake where we are. Okay. Also, it's very fall vibes, which I love. All right. So I'm putting it here at Self-Care Lake, and then I'll show you the bingo board in just a second, and we'll decide which bingo I want to work on. All right. I figured there were some things on here that I wanted to change from the last time, and Wesley wanted me to get specific about some movies. So I have number 1 is Hocus Pocus. Number 14 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That is one that he's not seen. I've seen it, but he's never seen that one. Come here, Django. Django wants to sit with me. I've also added Hotel Transylvania, the movie, on here, which I have seen. It's just been a really long time. I've never seen Hocus Pocus. So we probably need to watch that. And then I've added pumpkin carving on here. And what other one? I don't know that I added anything else other than that. Oh, it said go outside, and I put nature walk on there. So I changed it a little bit. And what I think I'm going to do, instead of just picking 5 or 4 and getting a bingo, I'm going to bring my little mushroom guy over here, and for the rest of the month I'm going to be working on these. So I think y'all don't know it, or you won't know it yet, but I think we're going to do Hocus Pocus at the end of September, like to kick off October and get ready for scary season. I think we can watch Hocus Pocus on the channel, not the channel, Discord maybe. I don't know the best way to watch it, but I'm still playing around with how to do that and not lose any kind of copyright, anything. I don't want to get strikes or whatever. So the other things, I think I'm just going to work on as many of these as I can on this list, and we'll just see how many I get to by the time we get to the end of the thing. So I'm going to read With You Forever, and then I will roll a dice and see which exit I will be taking to get out of here, because there are 3 ways out. So we'll see where it ends up. They're all relatively, well, I guess if I got the 8, I would be pretty far from the exit. But if I land on this 8, I'm just going right here. And if I land on this 7, I'm only like 4 spaces behind or something, where I would be right here. So it shouldn't matter either way, but I'm going to read I'm going to read my self-care book, and then I will check in and let you know if I've done anything on the bingo board. And then we'll roll for wherever we're going for our last one for this video. That's probably how I'm going to do it. So thanks for listening while I went through all of that. I'm sorry for those of you who thought that was boring. I'll see you after I have read With You Forever. Hopefully I like it more than the last one. Good morning. I totally forgot to do this earlier. I meant to do it when I first got up, and now it's almost time to go to the National Book Festival in DC. That's happening today. But I finished With You Forever. Oh my gosh, this was so good. Number one, if you still need your characters with disability, the main female character in this, I cannot remember her name. Rumi is her name. And she has ulcerated colitis. Is that how you say it? She has a stomach and colon issue. And the main male character in this, whose name is Axel, he has been diagnosed with autism. So 2 characters in here that both have not neurodivergent. He's neurodivergent. She has a chronic illness. So, and an invisible one. She even mentions in here how she'll tell somebody that she's sick and they're like, well, you don't look sick. So that is what is happening. Anyway, I loved this book so much. It's my second Bergman Brothers, and I will continue for sure in this series because I really like it. So now we're going to roll a dice to see if we're going to move up, if we're going to go left, and if we're going to go down. And I'm going to roll a d6, and 1, 2 is up, 3, 4 is left, and 5, 6 is back down where we came from. So this is just to determine which way we're going to go. It's very laggy, but we're going back the way we came. And now let's see how many spaces we'll be moving. 5. Apparently we can only roll 5s. So this counts as number 1, where we came from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm on red number 11, an audiobook. Well, isn't that fantastic? Let me mark off the one I've finished over here. And this is where I am. So the next one that's due back at the library that's on audio is Elegy for Eddie by Jacqueline Winspear. So that is the one I'm going to be reading then. I checked last night to see what was due back next. A bunch of them are due on the same day, but I must have checked this one out first that day because it's at the top of the list that's due. So here we are. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces left. 9, technically, to finish the game. So I think I'm going to stay here with y'all and finish this round in this one video instead of just doing 5 books, which is what I usually do. We'll just expand it. So if you've noticed that this is a longer video, now you know why. So I will be back when I have finished an Elegy for Eddie. And if I get a picture today of me getting an autograph, I'll pop that up right here. Hey, okay. So I finished reading whatever I was reading. I finished reading an Elegy for Eddie, but I did a couple of things over here on the self-care bingo thing. So I thought we would mark some things off. So the first thing I did was number 8 and 9. I did both crochet and puzzle time. And I actually, one of the things that I didn't put on here, but I've been doing some more diamond painting. So I did that as well. And I did a 10-minute meditation. Where's number 3? Oh my gosh, I didn't know they were all in the same line, but they are. What's 15? A letter to past me, and 6 is a pedicure. Oh my gosh, I don't know that I want to go get a pedicure right now. Haven't found a nail place that I love. I've been to 2 different places and my nails are popping off. So as you can see right now, I have 2 with nails and 2 without. So I am a little frustrated. So I don't know if I'm going to get that one or not, but I could also do 17, which is buy a candle. I love that. 24, make a Spotify playlist, and 4, do a yoga routine. I could do those and I would have a diagonal bingo. So I don't know. I'm still working on this. I will be eating a favorite food actually tonight. We're going to have Mexican food. Oh, I took a nap. This past weekend, which was great. Wesley and I, where's number 14? Right here. Wesley and I are going to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I don't know when that's going to be happening. So I will probably keep the self-care bingo going throughout the whole quarter, or at least until I get a bingo. I'll just keep it going. So there's 14. 22 is a gratitude day. And number 1 is to watch the movie Hocus Pocus, which I've never seen. And I kind of want to watch on my channel. So I'll be watching that with y'all, I think. But anyway, that's everything for the self-care bingo. And now we need to roll our dice to see where I'm going to go next. 2. Oh, I didn't get my mushroom. It's behind you. Could you move back, please? Okay, there we go. 1, 2. 13 in the red. 13. A Django pig. He just laid down behind me. He's been whining, and he just decided that he was ready to lay down. So I'm going to go get a couple of books and put them out for him, and they can represent some of these books. Okay, I'm going to pick. Here's what I'm picking. Framed in Death, The Wrath, and It Ends with Night. Those 3 books finish series or get me caught up with the different series that I'm reading. So It Ends with Night is the last in a series, and the other 2 get me caught up, and they're both 50 before 50. So I'm going to put those 3 on something, on pieces of paper on the ground. You'll see. I'll throw you over to that one, and we'll see what book we're going to get, and I will see y'all after I've read it. Okay, so I don't let him go yet. Okay, I have 3 books, and I have 3 treats. Okay, let him go. Come here, Django. Django, this way. Hey, look, he's deaf. Y'all remember that? Django. Django, come here, babe. This way. Yeah, good boy. Okay, now, look, they're over here. They're right there. Oh, the one on the right. I don't even know what it is. Excuse me. It Ends with Night. That's what I'm reading next. Okay, I finished It Ends with Night. Oh my gosh, that was such a good end to the trilogy. I really, really liked it. I didn't really do any more self-care things while I was reading this, mostly because I started it last night and finished it right at noon today, because I need to get this done and get this video up for y'all. So I was like, I just need to do it quickly. So later today, I think I'm going out to buy a candle, and maybe I'll sit down tonight and do a gratitude day where I think about everything that I'm thankful for. And we're going to play a board game. Maybe not tonight. We'll probably have to do that tomorrow, which means it might not be in this video, but we'll see. I did just get the new Sims board game and I want to play it. So anyway, we are right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. And when we get to number 5, we're not going to roll for Self-Care Lake because we've already done a Self-Care Lake. So the reason I have so many options is because I want to be able to do one, but we've already done it. So since we've done it, we won't stop at the next one. All right, let's roll the dice. Oh my gosh, y'all, when I opened this up, the dice rolled on its own like it does, and it landed on a 6. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll roll a 6 again. No, apparently I'm going to roll a 1. Okay, number 14 is an ABC author. So I'm going to do a random letter generator, and it will be the author's either first or last name. Random letter generator. Why does that always say that? Please don't do that. Just do what I said. Oh, because it says resume browsing. I don't know what that is. Get out of here. All right, here we go. We're going to use this wheel, and it's the author's first or last name. If I have none that fall in there, then it just has to be in their name. Of course, it's going to be a Z. Wow. Okay. Let's see what my options even are. Oh no, an X and 2 V's, and there's no a Z in this word, in this name, whatever. So of course, there's no Z in anybody's name. There is no Z in any of the book titles. So we're going to have to roll again, spin again, see what we get this time. Just not a Z. F maybe? Yes. All right, let's see what we have for F. Okay, so I have Joanne Fluke and Frederick Bachman. So I think I'm going to go with the answer is no, because I think this is a short story. It is on ebook, but I should be able to read it pretty quickly. And so that is what I'm going to use for this one. And then I will come back. Hopefully we can move a little further on. This video is going to end up coming out later than I wanted it to because I cannot seem to finish this game. I was consistently rolling 4s and 4s and 4s. And I was like, all right, 4 is pretty good. We can keep going until I hit right here. And then I rolled a 2 and now I've rolled a 1. So I'm going to go read the answer is no. And I will come back and check in with y'all after that. Okay, I'm jumping right back in here because I'm halfway finished with the answer is no, but I am about to go to the gym and I want to be able to listen to an audiobook. So I'm going to go ahead. I've changed my letter picker thing. I mean, I removed the dice roller for the letter picker. So here we go. 4 spaces. We're back to the 4s now. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 18 is an ABC title. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see if we can go back to the alphabet. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to try the beginning of the words in the title. Then we're going to try the beginning of any word in the title. And then it's a D. And then just a D in any title. So we're going to have to go down the list. First, the first word starts with a D. No. Now, are there any words in the titles that start with D? No. So now, what books have D in it? I already see Walking in a Witchy Wonderland, Add Men to Ashes. Each of them only have 1 D in them. Crowned and Dangerous. Oh, that starts with a D. I missed that the first time through. Okay, because it's hiding back here behind this thing. Let me move it to the front. And it's called Crowned and Dangerous. Okay, there we go. There's our D. That's what I'm going to be doing. All right, right here, Reese Bowen. I love this series so much. I'm so excited. I do think I have to use a credit to get it, but that's okay because I really want to do it. So headed to the gym and I will finish up The Answer is No and Crowned and Dangerous. And then surely I'm not going to roll a 1. Did I just jinx myself? We'll find out when I come back and finish these and talk about them. Okay, I finished The Answer is No, and I finished Crowned and Dangerous. This was such a fun round. I am going to roll the dice and hope that I don't get a 1, y'all. I'm a little concerned. Okay, great. I got a 3. There we go. So we are officially, let me grab my little thing. We are officially here at the bookstore. I do not need to go shopping for books because I ordered a book. This is volume 3 of Something is Killing the Children. I have volumes 1 and 2 here, and this is the next one. It's a graphic novel. If you haven't heard me talk about it, it's so good. The pictures inside are really good. They're also graphic, so I'm not going to show you. And I bought Death of the Author by Nnedi Okorafor. This came out in January or February of this year. And she was at the National Book Festival in DC. And this is one of the books that I have not read. I also loved, first of all, I got a sticker because this is the 25th year of the National Book Festival. So they gave me a sticker. But this book, look at the inside. The flowers in there are beautiful. And look at the cover. The naked hardcover. That is so cool. So I am very excited to read this. And I was going to read it as part of the Survive the Night readathon for a naked hardcover, a pretty one. But I only have the physical copy. I tried to get it on audio on Libby, and my wait list is pretty long. So I don't think it's going to be available there. And I know I won't be able to read it physically in the allotted time that we have, so I'm not going to do it. But anyway, those are 2 of my new books. I did also order from Book Outlet, and I was hoping that those books would be here, but they're not yet. So I will have to share those in a future video. But this is the end of my September round of the game. I will be back in October to play, and I will play again in November. That is the way I'm planning to do this. And I will continue to update the self-care bingo. This is where we are right now. I did not buy the candle. We just didn't have time last night to go do the little bit of shopping that I thought we were going to do. But we will be pumpkin carving at the beginning of October, and we're going to be watching movies. Wesley and I are, and then I think I'm going to try to watch Hocus Pocus on the channel. So there will be things happening on the self-care bingo board. So that is going to do it for this round of the BookQuest TBR. There we go. I will leave us right here on everything that I've read for this round. I'm really happy with the progress that I made in a lot of series. I read 4 books. 4 books in my 50 Before 50 series. And I finished a series that I had started over a year ago. So that is nice as well. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a leaf or a mushroom or some kind of fall thing, a pumpkin would work, down in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.